How's it going, guys? I am back with another video. This one is about. Sorry about that. Oh wow, hold on. I'm just gonna clear my throat really quick. Alright, I'm back. Um, this one is another video recommended by Goodness and You. Another one about uh, kind of like temples and stuff. This one is like Kailasa Temple in Ellora Caves. I'll probably do another video about another temple that was also kind of recommended in the comment. But again, thank you to Goodness and You for the recommendation. These are actually pretty interesting, just the overall like infrastructure and how, like they could have possibly been made. And the guy does a really good job. The guy who makes the videos is Praveen Mohan. I'll also have his channel in the description below, just so you guys can go check it out. He really deserves a lot of recognition. He already has a lot of recognition. He has 1.29 million subscribers, a lot more than I have. But I doubt, me telling people to go watch him would do anything. But if you haven't checked him out yet, I would definitely recommend it. And talking about subscribers, if you want to drop a subscribe on my channel, go ahead. I wouldn't mind that at all. And maybe if you like the video, or even if you want to leave another recommendation for another video, I'd be gladly to check it out. Again, I'm trying my best to. Well, it's kind of some sort of community here. We got like a few people here. Goodness and You has been really been giving me a lot of great videos to watch, and you know, I can't be any more thankful for just like the support and everything. Again, thank you for all for the recommendations, Goodness and You. And if you have any more, feel free to let me know. Anyways, yeah, let's get right into the video.
Hey guys, this is the world famous Kailasa temple at Ellora, and let's look objectively into who could have built this amazing structure.
All right.
By the end of this video, I hope you agree with me that our history is completely wrong and that this temple was built by a very advanced civilization.
Oh.
What's so special about this temple? This temple was not constructed by adding stone blocks, but an entire mountain was carved to create this temple. This is the only temple in the whole world where a mountain was cut out from the rock
Oh, I remember this.
a
I remember in the video, it was a
in
previous
all
video
other
that they
temples and
sent,
caves
and this one was actually the most interesting one.
rest of the world, the rock was cut from the front and carved as they went along. The whole world has followed a rock cutting technique called cut in monolith, while Kailasa Temple is the only one that has used the exact opposite technique called cut out monolith. To see why this rock cutting technique is so different, let's take a look at this pillar that's over 100 feet tall. Notice how small human beings look when compared to this pillar. Normally, to create such a huge pillar, it would take years of work carving accurately on a huge rock. But this pillar was carved by scooping out all the pieces of mountain around it. You can imagine the amount of rock which has been removed to create this pillar. Historians and archaeologists are confused because of the sheer amount of rock that was removed in this temple. Archaeologists confirm that over 400,000 tons of rock had to be scooped out, which would have taken not years, but centuries of human labor. Historians have no record of such a monstrous task, and they think that this temple was built in less than 18 years. Let's do a simple math and see if historians could be right. I'm going to assume that people worked every day for 18 years and for 12 hours straight with no breaks at all. I'm going to ignore rainy days, festivals, wartime, and assume that people work like robots ceaselessly. I'm also going to ignore the time taken to create intricate carvings and complex engineering design and planning, and just focus on the removal of rock. If 400,000 tons of rock were removed in 18 years, 22,000 tons of rock had to be removed This means that 60 tons of rock was removed every day,
That's a lot of rock.
5
Holy.
tons of rock
It's
removed
insane.
every hour.
Wait,
Now
every.
think about
Oh,
it.
yeah, that was in the video too.
It's not even possible today to remove 5 tons of rock from a mountain every hour. Not even with the so called advanced machines we have. So, if it's not humanly possible, was it done by humans at all? Was this created with the help of extraterrestrial intelligence? Now, forget about creating such an extraordinary structure. Can human beings at least destroy this temple? In
Oh.
fact, Aurangzeb, a Muslim king, employed 1,000 workers to completely demolish this temple. In
What?
1682, he ordered that the temple be destroyed so that there would be no trace of it.
Why do you want to get
This
rid of
goes
it?
to show that 1,000 people worked for 3 years and they could only do a very minimal damage. They could break and disfigure a few statues here and there, but they realized it's just not possible to completely destroy this temple. Aurangzeb finally gave up on this impossible task. Note that this attempted destruction is very similar to another mysterious structure called the Menkaures Pyramid in Egypt.
Okay.
Another Muslim ruler wanted all the pyramids to be destroyed and started his work from the Menkaures Pyramid. After years of trying, he was only able to make a small dent on the pyramid. He gave up too. Where all these indestructible structures around the world created by extraterrestrials? Is that why human beings are not even able to destroy them? In fact,
Like,
this
look at
temple
that. It's just
used
that
to
used to be
be
just what,
built
like a giant rock?
was created before any other temple in the Ellora cave complex. Could this have been built centuries before human beings started carving other temples nearby? Is this why the architecture, the design, and the size is so much better and bigger than other temples? If it was built by humans, it's logical to expect that the rock cutting techniques and design would become better over time. People would gain more experience and knowledge and make better structures in the future. However, the Kailasa temple is the oldest and the biggest temple carved with engineering perfection.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was like
Other
it's like
temples
huge. You can see it
have
from like bird's eye view or something like
that's visible from the air. Out of 34 temples, all carved side by side, Kailasa temple stands out and you can see it while flying over it. Is this just a coincidence? Or was it designed for people to see it from the air, like Nazca Lines of Peru? Even
that.
on
Man.
Google Earth, the aerial view of Kailasa temple clearly shows an X mark.
Oh, does it?
You
Oh,
see
it
the temple
does.
from the top, and you can see a circular design that is studded
That's
with
insane.
4 lines that create this huge X mark. Was this created as a signal for extraterrestrials who can spot the location while flying? Unlike other temples of Ellora, notice how well its rectangular design is oriented with all the 4 directions. Its entrance faces perfectly to the west. Is this another coincidence too? Unlike most other temples of Ellora, this temple has bridges that connects towers, rainwater harvesting systems, drainage systems,
Uh,
hidden underground passages, secret peepholes that can show people walking in,
oh, what?
secret
Yo, no
underground
way.
buildings in different areas, and complex stairways that connect multiple levels. And all of this had to be planned accurately before they started carving the mountain. For example, You cannot carve these two structures separately and then decide to build a bridge later. No connecting rocks or external rocks were used at all, and everything was carved perfectly from one mountain. Do you still believe that this was done with chisels, hammers, and pickaxes by people
I
with limited mathematical and architectural knowledge?
I mean that's true. It has to be more than just chisels.
The Kailasa temple was built by a much advanced civilization, whether it originated in Earth or elsewhere. I'm finding a lot of mysterious places like this, so please do subscribe to my channel. Your opinion is very valuable,
Oh,
whether
for
you
sure. I
agree
believe
or
I'm
not.
already subscribed.
So please do leave a comment. Thank you for watching and talk to you soon.
Man, just like how that whole temple was made, it was just like from what I've been kind of like reading up on it, it was just a giant boulder, and they just kind of carved their way into it, and but like you had to have more than just like some sort of chisel, like there. I don't know what they could have possibly had, but it just like it wouldn't make sense with just a chisel. They had some sort of like machinery or something, and able to do it, but like what could they have possibly had? This is like a very old temple. I think you're saying is like one of the oldest temples too. That is so interesting. Just wow. I think like if I were to go to some of the pictures, like look at this. Like I'm sure those are like elephants or something. Or they look kind of like, yeah, no, they're elephants. They were able to carve stuff like that and make them look like but it's just pyramid. But even that's like insane. I look at these pillars. Look at like how they're carved. Like that is like very smooth carving. Like you would have to, because look, if you look a little bit above like the pillars, it kind of looks like a little bit chipped and like old and battered. But man, this is like how were they able to do this? It like it doesn't make sense. Like before, I was like, oh, hammer and chisel. But the more that I was kind of like learning about it, it just this can't just all be hammer and chisel. Like, 'cause look at that. If you had a hammer and chisel, there'd be like dents all over those pillars. It's too smooth. Obviously, they could probably sand it down, but what would they have to like? They look at all those like designs and stuff. Holy, oh, and then the X mark. I think.
While flying over it, is this just a coincidence?
Oh,
Or was it designed a temple? Out of 34 temples, all carved side by side, Kailasa temple stands out and you can see it while flying over it. Is this from the
oh,
aerial
oh, there we go.
images?
He's gonna
The
zoom in.
temple clearly shows an X mark.
Like that right there. Like how there's no way they're able to see from like the sky. There's no like airplanes and stuff. But like the way that was kind of shaped like that, like an X, it's kind of like I don't know, X marks the spot kind of thing.
This is how it looks from the top, and you can see a circular design that is studded with four lines that create this huge X mark. Was this created as a signal for extraterrestrials who can spot the location while flying? Unlike other temples of Ellora, notice how well its rectangular design is oriented with all the four directions. Its entrance faces perfectly to the west. Is this another coincidence too?
Oh wait, I didn't even pay attention to that part. So it's like it has a perfect entrance, but just like you would have to leave pretty far to find other stuff nearby because it doesn't look like there's any water or some sort of food nearby. Holy crap. Yeah, no, I guess that'll be it for today. Thank you again to Goodness and You. Again, if you have any other recommendations, feel free to let me know. And if anyone else watching has any recommendations, feel free to let me know as well. I'll be happy to watch it. And yeah, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And I will see you again next time.